Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I'm sorry you guys couldn't see my black ass face, but y'all don't come here for my face. Maybe some of you did come here for my face. But anyway, you come here for the good news and my awesome take. Yeah, I know you can't see me, but I'm like pushing my eyebrows up, both of them. Just imagine it in your head. Just kidding. Anyway, so when Bethesda acquired um, when Microsoft acquired Bethesda, they wanted to bolster up their first parties. And some people were kind of like afraid that they're going to be making subscription games, but I don't believe so. Anyway, let's get into this article and then I will tell you what my thoughts are. If anything, I like to see more single player games. See, that's good from Xbox Game Studios. So I'm just gonna skip all that stuff right there, the fluff. And this whole article is kind of like suggesting that Microsoft is going to be making more subscription-based games, and Phil Spencer is kind of like debunking that idea that Microsoft is going to be making more of those games or whatever. Anyway, let's begin. I know some people that when they looked at the model around Game Pass have assumed that Game Pass is actually a better model if there's more games as a service games in the subscription. I actually argue the opposite and believe the opposite. The last thing I want Game Pass is that there's one game that everybody is playing forever. That's not a gaming content subscription, that's a game subscription. That's WoW, World of Warcraft, if you are not familiar with WoW, right? So for us having games in the subscription that have a beginning, middle, and end, and they go on to play the next game, maybe those are single player narrative driven games. And I just finished Tell Me Why, an amazing game from Don't Nod. Those games can be really strong for us in subscription in many ways. They're actually better than one or two games that are soaking up the engagement in subscription. I want a long tail of a lot of the games that people are playing. And I think diversity of online multiplayer versus single player, we have to support the diversity there. And that's my goal. If anything, I like to see more single player games from our first party, just because that over time, we've kind of grown organically to be more multiplayer driven as an organization. Okay. So, when Microsoft first started out when with the original Xbox. Yeah, we're going way back with the original Xbox because I used to have one, and they didn't have multiplayer. The only thing that pushed the console forward was the single player experience, and I'm glad that they want to like keep going, especially with the amount of studios that they bought, and they're going to be able to pump out more single player games. That's very good news for everybody. And at the end of the day, exclusive will sell console. I don't care whether you agree with me or not, because that's what's happening with the PlayStation 5 right now. It's selling like hotcakes. I mean, so is the Xbox Series X, but as of now, Xbox Series X has nothing to show for it when it's going by first party games at launch. But give it like a year, maybe mid 2021, right around 2022, we're going to see what the Xbox Series X can really do. But PlayStation is really killing it right now with their Demon Souls is coming out, Miles Morales. That game looks amazing. I can't wait to play it. And I can't wait to play my Xbox Series X as well. But what will we be playing? I don't know, but we'll be playing something. Um, and Microsoft isn't done acquiring studios. They're going to be acquiring more studios as well too. So look out for that. Very excited that Phil Spencer has the same views as I do, because sometimes you don't have a lot of time to kind of like spend on multiplayers, or sometimes you just want to just get in and single player and just get lost in the story, because I'm that way. Like, I enjoy a single player experience, but I also enjoy multiplayer as well. Multiplayer like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I play that, and other multiplayer games, but mostly I enjoy the single player experience for most of my games. And I feel like some of the stories that I get immersed in, I just enjoy them very much, like Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, Jesus. I can't believe I butcher that name every single time. Like that's one of the best single player games that I've played in a minute, and I just can't wait to see what they're able to achieve with the Xbox Series X once developers have been will able to unlock its full potential and its full power and its capabilities, and it's going to be amazing. And at the end of the day, we're all going to get what we want. If you're an Xbox Series X, if you're an Xbox fan, you know, you got a lot to look forward to. And if you're a PlayStation 5, there's a lot of things that you can look forward to. At the end of the day, we choose the platform that we want, but I think both platforms are great because if they don't have competition, we're just going to get subpar products, and nobody wins at that point. Like if let's just say PlayStation wins the console race and Microsoft decides to stop making video game consoles. You know what's going to happen? Sony is going to start like it's going to muddle their. I want to say like they're not going to pump out great products. Just like a great example of that is NBA 2K and Madden. Look at that. They have no freaking competitions, so they're just making shitty games after shitty games after shitty games, and people have no fucking place to go to purchase other items. They have no competition at all, so they don't have to do anything. They can keep giving you the same piece of shit game, and you'll continue to buy it because that's the only place that you can go play those games. That's the only place that you can go play an NBA game, and that's the only game only place you can go to go play a Madden or NFL game. You know, these are just my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Leave the comments below, and as always, I appreciate the love. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. You have a wonderful, wonderful evening.